because
Right,
it's
I mean,
60%.
it's way more than half of all SIDS deaths are within a week of getting a vaccine shot. And I think it was even less than that. I think it was within 2 or 3 days after getting the shot, but I'm being careful. It's less than a week.
That's
and another issue that comes with the third world colliding with the first world is you get a lot of infectious diseases and stuff like that too.
Oh, yeah, there's been several outbreaks lately, right?
Yeah.
There was one in California, I think, recently that I read about.
Yeah.
Nobody's getting checked.
Nope.
It's just coming in. It's just a mess, bro. It's a huge mess. People think, oh, we'll let them in.
And none of it makes sense, right?
It
just doesn't make sense.
You're not gonna.
Yeah, you good?
No, go ahead.
Like the benefit isn't there. Like what is?
Yeah, nobody wins.
For blacks or Hispanics or
for
who? Well, we're gonna get cheap laborers. Yeah, but how many fucking women workers do we need?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That doesn't really make sense either. Like, nobody's winning in the long run. Nobody.
Especially when they want to talk about the fact that automation is taking up all these jobs, but then we still need more workers. How are you going to explain that?
I got a fucked up answer. I'm not saying I believe it, but it's a fucked up answer.
What? Let me hear it. Can't get worse.
It's pretty tinfoil hat shit. Like I said, I'm not saying I believe it, but you know, the recent superhero movie with Thanos. I think I would not be entirely shocked if they're setting us up for a population purge.
Oh yeah, that's dude. I was saying that before. They predicted desensitizing us with a snap of a finger. They could kill a million. It's easier to control a million of us than to kill a million of us than to control us right now.
I mean, they can with the stuff that they're looking at with the CDC, like these hyper-resistant bacteria, where you can target a particular genetic
targeting vaccines or viruses. Like, look at 23andMe. You know who owns that shit, right?
Yeah,
yeah, I've seen that they've been
Google.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't trust Google with shit, man.
We're handing over our freedom. We've done it already.
Yeah, we already did.
Yeah,
we already did. Yeah, you're right.
We did that 20 years ago.
9/11 changed everything. I think 9/11 was the one that like.
It was definitely the domino.
Yeah, that was the one that was like the key. That was the door that opened up everything. They were just waiting for something. They had it already planned. This shit's been going on for decades, man. They're just waiting for their...
See, that's the thing, though. A part of me still thinks Trump was a monkey wrench.
Yeah.
And they're like trying to rearrange the board. Like, I don't think they saw. I've had some people say, "Oh, I think Trump was planned. He was like the double blind." Like, I don't think they saw him coming until it was too late. They didn't expect him to actually win.
Yeah, I can't see.
Baloney. He said that he wanted to undo the Iran deal from the start, and that's why he's there.
Yeah, the Iran deal sucks. It needs to be undone.
Well,
has it been done
yet? Yes, it has been undone. Okay. That's why he's there.
I can't see Trump being a piece on the board because, that shit was just way too unpredictable, and it set off a chain of events. Like, you got the Brexit.
It's a matter of casuistry. They take the opportunity there. They saw that he wanted to undo the Iran deal. Netanyahu and other Jewish leaders said, "Yeah, this is okay. We can go with this." And they dog whistle. It's the usual dog whistling to whites, Republican 2.0. And as usual, they don't deliver for whites. It's just for big business interests and also Jewry, only because Jewry is so well organized.
Well, there's no reason to. There's no reason to pander to whites. They're already gonna vote for.
No, well, a lot of them.
I mean,
Yeah.
like,
a lot of them might have voted for Hillary.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
If Hillary had been halfway normal,
that's the thing,
and
though.
hadn't been doing this political correct stuff, so in such an exaggerated form, she could have won. Not that that would have been good, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like
if she was halfway normal.
Outside of talking about border security and immigration, Trump didn't pander to whites on anything. In fact, he still doesn't.
Yes, he did. He said you're not racist. He said a lot of things that they didn't say before. It wasn't pandering. He tried to appeal to. He dog whistled to them.
Okay.
I would say that he dog whistled to white people, but I think a lot of the white nationalists they built it up in their heads that he was talking to them.
Some
did,
and some were plants, because in order to get whites to turn right wing, like Mike Enoch always talking about, oh yeah, Trump's going to be so great, Trump's going to be so. This is bullshit. It's clear that Trump was bullshit from the start to anybody with any sense. The best you can say is that he wasn't as bad as Hillary.
Yeah,
that's all you could say. And the reason he's there is because he was promising to undo the Iran deal for Israel. That's the only promise he's delivered on. Maybe he put some people that weren't as bad on the Supreme Court as Hillary.
Yeah,
the Supreme Court is the best. The Supreme Court argument is the best argument that whites may have for Trump as opposed to Hillary.
They did not want us to pull out of Syria. You can say, "Oh, we're pulling out of Iran because they wanted us to." They did not want us pulling out of Syria. They fought tooth and nail. They're still fighting it. Even though we're already moving heavy equipment out, they're still fighting it.
Yeah, the tax cut was some bullshit, but the Supreme Court and the military pullouts, that's a pretty big deal.
I think so. Yeah. Like I said, Trump's flawed. I don't think he's perfect.
Well, I don't.
But he's been way better than I expected him to be.
Oh, that might have been a compromise. I'm glad that they pulled out of Syria too, but that might be something that involves Russia there, because that's.
Oh, I think that's
one of Russia's warm water ports, and Russia is Zog number 2. There's a lot of Jewish influence in Russia.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's heavy. Like these white nationalist types who think Russia
they talk about Russia like it's pure.
It's like retarded.
The Eastern Orthodox Church.
No, there is. That's the thing. Is there was the Jewish interests in Russia did lose some of their influence, but they're still there. Like there's still a lot of money there.
There's still a lot of influence. It's a lot of cooperation. That's a fact.
Yeah, because they redistributed the wealth throughout these oligarchs.
And Putin Putin is about to absorb Belarus too.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Which is really bad, because they're a distinct people from Russians, and they
are they?
They're a different. Absolutely.
They so far it seems to be fairly amicable, but I do think that Putin is doing it.
Believe me, amicable. I've met people who were beaten for hours because they protested Lukashenko's control of the vote, and Lukashenko is just a puppet for Russia.
I think it's being done less for economical reasons and more for political reasons. I think Putin's doing it to shore up his
true Belarusian nationalists have been at war with Russia for centuries.
Yeah.
And they hate, and the true Belarusian nationalists hate Russians more than anybody.
I mean, straight up, Putin wants the USSR back. He wants all that land back.
See, I'm against all that shit. That's the reason that I hate, or I don't know if I'd say hate, but it's the reason I don't respect Richard Spencer.
And the same thing goes for the Mike Enochs, the Richard Spencers, what's homeboy, the Nat what is his name?
Matt
He does no,
Yeah,
he does
Heimbach
the
is there.
stream. He does a stream with Borzoi.
Striker.
Yeah, Striker. They're all like.
I don't trust Striker.
Russiaphilic.
Yeah.
They're super Russiaphilic, and
Yeah.
they really try to push that shit. But I'm sitting here like, how can we?
Well, Russia, their active measures are definitely infiltrating the right wing in Europe, and I'm sure they are in America too.
I'm not anti-Russian. I just don't. I'm
not against the people, but their politics. It's the same as America. It's like, you know.
I've actually had a lot of Russian friends, and I know a few words of Russian, but you know, it's this imperialism. Like,
yes,
it's not gonna work.
It's not. That's the thing. It's not an ethno-state. It's an imperium. When you talk about a nation that's bigger than Pluto.
Right. Yeah. Russia isn't even like a white ethno-state.
No, it's not.
Nope.
It's a multiracial state, but it's not like a white country at all.